We're watching a brand new Sports Fusion episode. My name is Alex Fuse. Thank you for tuning in on this big show tonight. Well, like I just said, we have a big show for you tonight. We have Tom Curran, who is a New England Patriot reporter. So, Mr. Curran, how are you doing tonight?
Alex, how you doing, my friend? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. So, let me ask you first, what are your thoughts on the contract extension of the star quarterback for the Patriots, Tom Brady, this offseason?
Well, I think it's interesting because when you look at Brady and the amount of time that they're going to sew him up through 2019, that means that he'll have been a Patriot for 20 seasons at that point, which is really a landmark time. And it also avoids, Alex, the fact that the Patriots in 2017 were going to have expiring contracts both for Brady and for his backup, Jimmy Garoppolo. So the drama as to who will the Patriots stick with after the 2017 season is now effectively removed, and you have an understanding that it will be indeed Tom Brady. Interesting to note as well, I reported this last week, and it hasn't been picked up on much. That contract is not yet done. That's why we haven't seen the financials on it. It has been agreed to that they will do something, but we still don't have the numbers, so stay tuned for those.
Mm-hmm. And what positions do you see them maybe go after this offseason, since they will not have a high draft pick?
Good question. Free agency opened on Wednesday, and the Patriots have made a number of inquiries to wide receivers. They went after Marvin Jones, formerly of the Cincinnati Bengals. He is signing with the Detroit Lions. They're also in on Rashad Matthews, formerly of the Dolphins. And they are in currently as well on Mohamed Sanu, also a Bengal. As of Wednesday night, Mohamed Sanu is visiting with the Atlanta Falcons, but he plans on taking all of his free agent visits, I've learned, before actually signing a deal. So his next stop is New England, so he'll be stopping through and visiting the Patriots later in the week. But it is interesting to see because the Patriots really are in dire need of wide receivers. It's Julian Edelman, it's Danny Amendola, and it's Keyshawn Martin, and a kid named Chris Harper. So when you have a player like Brady, you want to surround him with as many weapons as you can to make sure that you're going to have an offense that can perform at a high level. And right now the Patriots just don't have that complement of players, certainly at the wideout position.
Mm-hmm. And this offseason, the Patriots signed a new offensive line coach. So what are your thoughts on this signing for the new coach?
Well, I think Dante Scarnecchia returning is very, very welcome. Nate Solder, their left tackle, spoke about it and said it's impossible to overstate how happy he is to have Dante Scarnecchia back. Scarnecchia left the team before the 2014 season, wanted to retire. The things didn't work out with Dave DeGuglielmo, who was their offensive line coach the last 2 years, and did a good job. Obviously, you won the Super Bowl, and you made it to the AFC Championship, and you had a lot of turnover on that offensive line. So, a good job by DeGuglielmo to get that, but they wanted that hand on the reins that Dante Scarnecchia provided, and we saw in the AFC Championship some of the struggles of those young offensive linemen and guys playing out of position. Mm-hmm. So the Patriots had kind of targeted that prior to the AFC Championship as a place they were going to make a move, and that solidified it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to switch the gears on your career, so I want to ask you, how exactly is your favorite, or what exactly is your favorite part of reporting for the New England Patriots?
It's a number of different things that are really still a thrill at this point. One of the greatest thrills is finding an angle or breaking news, finding out something that other people don't know. You go back to the cavemen, they told stories of the walls with drawings, and I'm sure that there were plenty of things that they explained. Somebody would come back from the wild and tell everybody where the biggest and best woolly mammoths were. Mm-hmm. That guy had to get a rush. I get a rush now when I get some information that nobody else has, and I can transfer it and share it with people and explain what it means as far as I'm concerned. I enjoy that. I also enjoy, the opportunity, Alex, to, honestly, to cover excellence. Mm-hmm. And covering high school baseball or high school football or, youth sports is still outstanding, too. To find a good story at those levels is always great and fun and inspiring. And you're just as engaged with those stories. But also, there is something that comes with knowing that you're covering a team right now in the Patriots that has a Hall of Fame coach and a Hall of Fame quarterback and has been as good as it's been for 16 seasons now. I understand that I happen to be at the right age, in the right place, when the right opportunity availed itself, and I've had a really good front row seat to watching a rare, athletic, compilation of athletes and organization.
Mm-hmm. And you had a front row seat for the Deflategate, so I want to ask you, what is your whole opinion on the past 2 years almost for this whole conspiracy theory about the Deflategate?
Well, it's a broad question, so I'll divvy it up into a couple different parts and try and keep it succinct. Really, this is something that could have been dealt with in a way that caused far less embarrassment for the NFL and for the NFL's owners, and that could have caused a hell of a lot less pain, damage, and turmoil for the people who were involved, whether it be Tom Brady, whether it be the Krafts, whether it be Jim McNally and John Yastrzemski. But what precipitated it, in my estimation, is the fact that because of the Patriots having the success that they do, and because of somewhat their, people call it arrogance, the Patriots call it, I think, they don't like the legislative side of the NFL, so they're not that cooperative with it. And that irritates the league office. And the league office was only too happy to investigate charges leveled by the Patriots' rivals. But then they presumed guilt and then tried to fit the evidence to that guilt. And that's where they went off the tracks. Are there inconsistencies on the Patriots side? Are there things that make you raise an eyebrow? Certainly. But it was more of the kind of thing where if your parents come home and they find that one of the lampshades had knocked sideways and there's no other explanation for it than you were acting like a maniac with your friends in the house, then all they can say in that instance is, you better not do that again instead of grounding you for a month. Right? That was a good analogy by me.
Yes, it was. So, last question here before we wrap up this interview. Free agency started today. Do you see any shocking or surprising free agency signings this offseason for any football team?
Boy, I think the Brock Osweiler to the Houston Texans blew my socks off today, buddy. I did not see that coming, and it's interesting because it really hints at maybe a bigger problem that Denver didn't anticipate with Brock Osweiler in trying to make sure that they gave that they gave Peyton Manning every opportunity to take that job back from Brock Osweiler. So we look at that, and I'd have to say that would be the number one for me, Alex.
Yeah, I believe the Broncos lost 4 players today. So
yeah, it's a tough day for the Super Bowl champions.
Oh yeah. Okay, Mr. Curran, I want to say thank you for taking the time to come on Sports Fusion today, and I appreciate you for coming on.
All right, Alex, put this up on Facebook or whatever, and I'll make sure to share this out. Good luck with everything in the future. Good luck with the spring and your baseball team.
Thank you. Thank you, Fuse Nation, for watching this Sports Fusion episode. Once again, my name is Alex Fuse, and you can find me on Twitter at sports_fusion, and on Instagram at AlexFuse, F-E-U-Z, and on Facebook at Alex Fuse also, and Sports Fusion. And I want to promote my new Sports Fusion t-shirts. They are $20 each and $5 shipping and handling. You can find me on sportsfusion.com to buy one and contact me on Twitter. Thank you for watching, Fuse Nation, and thank you for Tom Curran for coming on tonight. Join us tomorrow night for 3 big shows. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow.